Whoa, what's up, Happiest Hour? Good to see you again. Happy Memorial Day. Maybe you're out. Maybe you're celebrating. Maybe you took it off of work. Maybe you don't work at all. Maybe that's the situation you're in. Ain't got no work. It's all pleasure. Ha 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 ha. I haven't been drinking yet, but I'm in a crazy mood because of the mace I bought. We'll talk about that in a second, but please welcome the most dapper man on this show, Lancey Joe. What is going on, Lancey?
I'm doing great. I'm the mace to your Puff Daddy.
I'm so happy that we're back again, man. It's been a few days, been a holiday weekend. As you can see, the beard of mine is working as hard as ever. And,
still looking great.
Here we are. We're here on Tuesday, last Tuesday of the month, and we're here at 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific, and 11:30 GMT. What you drinking today, buddy?
I've got 2 drinks today because I'm double fisting. Shit. I've got just water.
What?
And tea.
What? Both. Hydro homie. I got my Energy City Brewing Bistro Mango and Lime Alfresco.
Energy City.
Oh yeah, because I want to lean into that. I want to lean into that X chromosome today.
Does it have caffeine in it?
I don't think so. But it does have alcohol, which is the only thing I cared about.
Yes.
Buddy, I got to tell you right off the bat, I'm so excited. First of all, great glasses, by the way.
Thank you.
You're looking really good.
We were riffing a minute for the old. Give us in the comments section. Give us your favorite American Psycho quote.
Yeah. Marcus Halberstram.
Brendon and I both enjoy that movie a lot, so we would love to hear it. That's Bone.
There's a terrifying moment when I enter Marcus's apartment.
Actually,
it's not Marcus.
Apartment overlooks the park.
Yeah, overlooks Central Park. It's not Marcus though. It's pardon me. It's Paul Allen. Paul's apartment.
That's so good.
I murdered Paul Allen.
Do you think that he did any of that?
Oh, dude, it's like that. It's fascinating you asked that question because there was an interview with Bret Easton Ellis, and his reaction was like, "Of course he did it." He's like, "The whole point of the book is that he did it," and like
that he did it,
yeah,
or
that
didn't?
he did it. Yeah.
Oh,
he absolutely murdered Paul Allen, and then put Paul's body in his own. You know, we're talking about real ass shit here, man. This is real stuff. This is like because this is how the world works, man. Look at Jeffrey Epstein. You know what I mean? He's like, of course somebody strangled him. But
what happened?
What did you say?
Is something going on with Jeffrey Epstein?
What happened? Jeffrey owed me money.
He owed me $2 billion.
I was playing dice with him in the alleyway, and that motherfucker owed me $2 million. I mean, $1 billion.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I prefer to believe that he didn't do it, but maybe that's my
Jeffrey Epstein.
No.
I was like, what? You prefer to believe he didn't do these things?
That's funny. Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, Jeffo Epsies. He definitely did. No, you mean Patrick Bateman in American Psycho. Yeah, it's I mean, you can believe he didn't do it, but I think he did it. That's changes the whole meaning of the movie if he didn't do it. But that's not what we're talking about. What I want to talk about is the steel mace that I got. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I heard about that briefly when I think you mentioned it when we had Dylan on the phone the other day.
Oh yeah, I bought a steel mace. Oh, by the way, Dylan sent me. I should have tagged Dylan in the post because Dylan sent me something very nice. This will be on the wall behind me. He sent something that I love, and I might have it framed. I wish he wrote his age. Like, so look at this, the happiest hour. I'll bring the lemon. This might be. I might have to use this as the branding for the show for a minute. The happiest hour. It's pretty great, right? Dylan Scott, thank you so much, buddy, with your crayons. I wish he'd written in the corner by Dylan Scott, age 7. Like, I think that would have taken the cake. But thank you very much, Dylan. I actually love it, and it'll be behind me over here. We'll put it on the wall so you can see it when this. Yeah,
if y'all want to send us artwork,
send artwork. Send it.
And then we'll have a contest, and maybe we'll raffle it off. We'll raffle your artwork off.
I think it's a great idea.
We'll come up with some good idea. Give the money to charity or something.
I think it's a great idea. We'll we'll do that. I'll put a form out all week, and then we'll have to draw it out into next month, and then we'll donate the money to charity or something.
Yeah, Charity is my ex-wife.
I prefer Chastity, who you dated for a few minutes. Holy crap, was that name wrong?
Yes.
Goodness gracious.
If you're in the Chicago area, you know Chastity.
Yay, the all caps back. Steven, are you talking about this guy? Are you talking about my hat? My cousin Steven is watching all the way from the United Kingdom, all the way from the Britain, all the way from the England. And it's good to have you here. I hope you're doing okay. I don't know if you've ever trained with a steel mace. Let me tell you something. I got this mace. I'm so excited. So just for anybody watching, I want to be totally clear about what I'm talking about. I bought the weapon that a monk uses to smash a Viking skull in. It is a 15-pound ball of steel at the end of a 3.5-foot long pole of steel. That's what I bought. And I mean, you swing it around your head. That's the workout. That's the whole deal.
Holy crap! Is it got spikes on the ball?
No, it doesn't have spikes. This is Lancey. This is not a child's plaything. Okay, this is a grown-up adult man's exercise equipment.
I forgot. Spikes are on toys.
Spikes are on little babies' toys. This is an adult man. This is a serious instrument. This is serious. This is the most serious that there could be. Okay? In fact, I just want everybody to understand this. I'm going to go ahead and play this real quick. You're not going to see this, Lance, unfortunately, but I want everybody watching to understand what I mean when I say mace. Here we go. Look at this thing. I'm going to play that again. Swinging this stupid thing around my head.
Okay, I can see it in replay now.
Yeah, you go. There you go. I want you to take a look at it. Look at this thing.
Holy crap! How much does that weigh?
It's 15 pounds at the end of that thing, basically. So the thing is like, it's a heavy duty. It's like, I'm telling you, man, it's the best core workout I ever had. I'm gonna have to get Kayla's recommendation on CBD oils I can use to recover from that workout, buddy. That was a heavy. Steven Elner, you need to get one of these things. If anybody needs to get one, you need to get one. He's a giant. My cousin my cousin Steven, my cousin's husband Steven. He's a giant man. He's enormous. He's very tall, and he's a historical reenactor. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah, right. So how strongly does that run in the family? Oh, wait a minute. I have to put on the equivalent of the new model army in Britain and wander around with a comb morion and a arquebus. Sign me up.
What's an arquebus?
Oh, it's just a very nerdy. It's the name a virgin uses to describe a firearm. Pardon me, milady. Did my arquebus touch you?
You lose that.
I was trying to get you to spit that out so bad.
I'm watching the replay of that now. I love watching these replays. You almost did get me. I'm looking at the replay here.
Oh my God, man.
Have you watched The Last Dance yet?
I haven't. I have not watched The Last Dance yet. I need to watch it.
Yeah. What else you got to do besides
swing a mace around? Well, I really like Michael Jordan, but let me ask you this. How many Vikings did he kill with a 15-pound mace? None? Oh, did he put a ball in a hoop? Cool. I wrote this joke years ago that you will roll your eyes heavily at. And the joke is, I was talking about, do you remember when, who was it who was leaving the Cleveland Cavaliers? Was it, it was LeBron James, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, LeBron, I'm like, he held this whole press conference. Like, he's like the Julius Caesar of basketball. But I'm like, he's just a dude who puts a ball in a hoop. Like, that's his whole thing. He just puts a ball in a hoop. Sure, he does it good, but they should call it hoop ball. Man changes teams, levels up the game of hoop ball.
Well, they call it basketball. I mean, you could also call a hoop a basket.
There ain't no basket there. You can't. No one brings a hoop to the market, puts things in it, falls out the bottom, and they're like, "Oh my God, my basket!"
No, you're thinking of buggy ball.
Buggy ball? What? What are you talking about? Buggy
You know how
ball?
some people call them the baskets at the market? They call it
Buggies?
buggies.
Oh, you talking about them Walmart shoppers?
Not where I'm from. No, we call them baskets.
Buggy ball?
I'm the greatest buggy ball player.
I've changed the sport of buggy ball in my lifetime.
Yeah, didn't I remember when Julius Caesar had that press conference when he had that freshly shaved line in his head to prove to the world that his hairline was not, in fact, receding.
Oh my God,
And
that's so funny. Julius, he was like, okay, let me tell you, Gaul into 3 parts will be divided.
and I'm taking my talents to South Beach, and they're like, "Oh no,
I'm taking my talents to South Beach.
no!"
But Julius, please call me Mr. Caesar.
When
Now, if you'll all appreciate it, I've made a salad for everyone.
this is for you happiest hour fanatics. You can tell me which episode this occurred in, but when we came up with the joke, any birth can be a C-section if you use the right dressing.
A happiest hour classic.
That was when we used to riff about cats.
Oh my God, dude. That feels like a lifetime ago. Watching the movie Cats. You know what I got? You know what I watched finally? I got a Hulu subscription. And here's the thing about Hulu, which I think is kind of dumb, by the way, before we even get into the content of Hulu. Hulu gives you 2 options, which is they're like, hey, you can pay $6 a month and watch
some
ads
commercial. Yeah.
like a fucking pleb, or you can pay $12 a month and sit back and watch ad-free television like the patrician guru that you are. And so I thought, I just was like, at $6 a month, why would anybody do this? Even if I made less than minimum wage and took home $6 an hour or whatever, I'm like, it's worth the other hour of work to just not watch ads. Like,
Yeah. Well, every place is doing that thing where you can watch ads now instead of. In fact, I was at the strip club the other day and I ran out of money, so I wanted a lap dance, so I had to watch a 10-second ad.
just pull up your phone and you're like, let me just continue to watch ads. Facial recognition software that just looks at you.
She didn't even care that I was not paying attention to the ads.
She wanted you to pay attention to the ass, but you paid attention to the ads.
Ads and titties. Ads and titties.
Ads and titties. That's going to be my favorite. That's where I'm going to... Because people can go into a booth and watch ads and, like, answer questions about them for money. And then they can go in, spend that money on the strippers. Meanwhile, I am making a lot of money serving them drinks. That's the real genius situation. People forget brands like Diageo are really cashing in because this whole situation, it doesn't matter if you're here or there. Everybody's got to buy alcohol. That's the real grift.
Where have you gone, Joe Diageo?
Our nation turns its thirsty mouths to you.
Woo, woo, woo.
What's that you say, Joe Diageo? Kettle One vodka's left and gone away. That was I wish I had that queued up. That commercial for Kettle One vodka. Actually, I do. I have Kettle One vodka commercial queued up right here. Let me go ahead and play this for you guys. This is the new. All of you guys watching, all 4 or 5 of you, poor souls. I'm watching the. This is the new Kettle One vodka commercial coming up right here. Here you go. That's the new Kettle One commercial.
I'm waiting for the replay. That damn mace.
Oh, dude, it's so much fun. We'll have to do it. We'll do a happiest hour on the street, and it'll be us walking around with maces. I called my dad. I was like, "Hey, I did a great workout. It was really great. I had the mace." And my dad was like, "And nobody called the police on you?" And I was like, "Dad, I'm white. Come on, you can get away with anything out here." I don't agree with it, but it is true.
The mace, it works on your core, you said?
That's
that's why you've got the best core I've seen since Stone Temple Pilots' debut album.
You got the best core I've seen since the 5th branch of military, Marine Corps. Dumb joke.
That's why they call Brendon Johnny Appleseed, because he's got the core. And the glasses came off on that one. Hulu. So you watched something on Hulu that you liked.
That's right. Sorry. So I got around to... Do you have Hulu, by the way?
I do, accidentally. I discovered that I've had it. Have you ever done that where you're like, oh, yeah, I've been paying for this.
That's true, man. That's a real thing. I didn't know this, but turns out since about 2015, I've had a monthly membership at Trump University.
I graduated from that years ago my major was race relations. I got my master's in race relations from Trump University.
He knows it. Let me tell you, he's a master.
He's tremendous.
Tremendous, the best. He's the best one. I majored in. I entered in their how to golf while the nation is burning program, but it was I couldn't stick with it for some reason. So I thought about switching my major to being a child in press briefings, because I thought at least this way my ADD can become a feature rather than a bug.
It's one of the hardest. It's because they hold you at such a high standard in that program.
That's true.
At Trump University.
It's true, because every day they ask you, "Are you already a billionaire?" And if you say no, then you failed.
Yeah.
Very few graduates.
Trump is a billionaire, but his dad gave him $10,000 to start with. Okay, so y'all need to get off his back. He only gave him $10,000.
No, he didn't. Did he? He gave him like $10 million. Didn't he do that? He gave him like a whole lot of money, which is like, look, turning $10 million into $1 billion is still difficult.
He was emotionally distant, though. Do you know how hard that is?
To remain emotionally distant from a rich German father?
We all grew up like this.
How can they? Yeah, exactly. It's amazing the guy's not a comedian.
I've got a bone to pick real quick. I read today in the news that the wealthiest hospitals are get billions in bailout money.
What?
Meanwhile, these mom and pop hospitals are getting nothing. I went down to a hospital over here in Wicker Park. It's going to go out of business because they're not doing it. They do like surgery and stuff like different ways.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I did the same thing happen to me in New York with the mom and pop hospital around the corner. Talking about Tong Fu urgent care. Ridiculous. Run by two enterprising immigrants from South Korea. And where's their bailout money? You know what I mean?
Yep. And also my kissing booth was denied a loan. That's in the healthcare industry.
Let me tell you, that's real bullshit because that kissing booth has it's every season around Valentine's Day, it's at the corner by that middle school. And all the proceeds go to charity. Your former girlfriend, I mean, charity.
Yes. My ex-wife.
My ex-wife.
I've got a new band name that you might like if you want to join my band. Do you play an instrument, by the way?
I play bagpipes.
That'll be perfect for this band. That's kind of the like grungy bagpipe stuff is what I was going for. but the band's going to be called California Economic Freefall.
California knows how to free fall. California knows how
Economic
to
free fall.
In the city of debt collecting.
In the city.
Lots of bankruptcy.
The city of liens.
The city of liens.
In the city. City of dead broke.
Well, once again, we should talk about this. Here in the Midwest, the weather was once again awful until it was awful in the other direction. It was cold and rainy until it was hot and humid. It flipped. It went from being like 45 and pouring rain to 85 and pouring rain.
Yes.
And that's the way the Midwest that's the way it's gone. It goes this way every year. And every year I ask myself, why the fuck does anybody live here?
And then you try to move to New York and
for a fourth time.
And the prophecy was fulfilled, and then the heavens started raining down
Frogs and fire.
Did you see the meat packing plants are slowly reopening? And I think that's wise, because anytime you're meat packing, you want to ease into things. You don't want to rush into packing meat.
Every time I've ever tried to pack it, it's never gone well.
You're like, grand opening, grand closing.
Well, they're getting a lot of Purell, because I hear if you rub a lot of Purell all over everything, you can ease into meat packing a lot easier.
Oh, could you imagine using Purell though? Maybe something better.
Jesus Christ. Do they make a antibacterial KY? Is that a possibility?
That would be good.
That would be good. I'm going to run on that platform for the next election. I think this whole situation has convinced me I need to go into politics, which is a real foregone conclusion considering this show exists. So people will go and watch this and then go, there's no way I'm voting for this guy. Vote for me. I just want you to not vote for the other guy.
That's the plan.
Well, that's the idea. I think I might actually get into politics because I'm so frustrated at this situation. It's bad. It's really annoying. All of the lies, and I think at least I'll tell the truth. Day one as alderman in the city of Chicago, I'll tell everybody the truth about 9/11.
Drain the swamp.
Do you ever think about that, Lance? You ever think about going into politics?
I've thought about it before because I like doing nothing. So
how can I do even less professionally?
Politics are just like getting unemployment. You just sit around and do nothing, get paid for it.
How can I achieve less and seem to achieve much more to pad my ego?
How can I make money and actually hurt society? I could go into politics.
I know, politics. No man who's ever really achieved an office in the United States since the 1890s has a beard like this, though. And certainly none of them have wielded a mace in the open legislature. This is me. This is me. This is me in the open legislature. Right here.
You're never going to get consulate acting like this.
I'm never going to get what? What did you just say?
Consulate.
Consulate? Oh my gosh, man. I don't know. I feel like I may end up doing that one of these days. I'll probably still have this hat on. It'll be my trademark. I've worn this hat every day during quarantine, and honestly, it's getting ridiculous. Have you gotten a haircut, or are you just extremely good at slicking your hair back?
The second one. I haven't gotten a haircut, but it's like, you know me, like you've seen me in real life. I used to keep it like very tight on the sides.
I can
Yeah.
confirm Lance does exist in real life. He's not a computer generated image.
I'm no GIF.
But I will say this, as a Christian, you're made in the computer generated image of the Lord. This whole show is just us trying to get each other to laugh at crap.
Yeah. I was reading the New York Times today, and it said coronavirus threatens China's devotion to chopsticks and sharing food. I was like, well, maybe they should have thought of that before they created the virus.
Yeah, maybe I would.
JK, it's a hoax.
I was about to say, maybe I would have believed that headline if I had read it on One America News. Not the New Lie Times.
They also said, how will we remember the pandemic? I'm like, probably not good.
Not well.
Bad.
I don't think it's going to go down in the greatest hits of, of planet Earth. Let's go back in time. We got the greatest. It's not even on the scale of 1 to bubonic plague. It's not even halfway. It doesn't even cross the threshold of the
Don't even cross the
flu.
Rubicon of.
Say that again. Sorry.
Doesn't even cross the Rubicon.
Doesn't cross the Rubicon.
So now let's get into the New York Post. They have much more interesting.
The Washington Post.
A 12-year-old boy.
The New York Post is a great gay bar in the West Village, by the way.
A 12-year-old boy keeps cool in wild bear encounter, and he said, "Best day of my life."
The best thing about if you check Apple
my
News,
first trip to Boys Town.
The best thing about Apple News is if you look at the top 5 stories of the day, all 4 will be like, "Can you believe Trump said this when the facts say this? Oh my God, our country's falling apart because Trump XYZ. This Trump thing is crazy. The coronavirus did this despite Trump saying it won't." And then the last one will be Fox News, and it'll be like, "Boy of 3 rescues alligator from jaws of John Deere tractor." What? Boy
they
of
just
3.
completely ignore all that.
Yeah, it's madness, man. Like every one of these things is fucking, it's psycho. It's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over here.
The madness continues.
Madness continued. I gotta say also hello to my cousin Sarah, who's watching from the UK. A lot of people have been joining us from all over the joint, which is kind of neat. Kind of neato time. Neato coolo things. I think we need to get Kayla on here in a minute. She's going to be on. I need to go reach out to Kayla Louise, have her talk about the CBD oil stuff. Do you do CBD?
Oh, yeah. I've taken some before, and I think it's all right. It's
fine,
good.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, it'll help me. It legit calms me so down. Like I am so calm on it, and then I go to bed. And I have a great nap.
I had a latte one time in Ohio. Laura and I went for a wedding, and I drank a latte with CBD in it.
Yeah.
And
then went to the wedding?
It was I think it was later that night, but it was really calming. It was really good. So then when I was in Chicago, when I came back, I went to one of those CBD places and bought like a little vial of it. Mm-hmm. And I immediately took way too much because I was like, I don't know how much they put in there. It was probably not much, but I was like, it just was not good. Like
were you
that.
Like slurring your words and like tired or like what?
I was just it was like all the bad parts of like what you would think marijuana
all the bad parts of getting high. That's the worst. Yeah. I was convinced, this is a story for another day, but I was convinced once when I got high that somebody was going to try to shove something in my butt. And I was 110% convinced that was going to happen. and it super didn't, but I was very convinced it was.
It
Anyway,
super didn't.
it super did not happen.
That even kind of happened.
It didn't even sort of happen. All right, we're gonna get Kayla on here. Let me go ahead and have her and video her up and see once again if this actually functions properly. Hey, I think it might have brought her on. I have a feeling she's gonna get on and be like, "What's this? Wait, it's the audio."
Oh my gosh, what's that?
Oh my gosh, there she is. Are you you got the video on, Kayla? Hey,
Yeah.
there she is.
Hey guys, how are you?
What's up?
Good.
This is
my gosh.
of course Lancey Joe, the co-host. How are you doing?
Good, how are you? Oh my gosh, you got a beard. You know, let me wax that off your face.
Oh my god,
That's extreme.
Wait.
This beard is so terrifying it causes you to drop your phone.
I'm like trying to set you guys up in my beauty product fell off.
Whoa. Oh my gosh. You have
Big
a lot
sexy
of
hair.
You've got a lot of exactly. Speaking of hair, you've got a lot of beauty products in your joint.
No, actually compared to most girls, I would say no.
Okay. Well, compared to most guys.
I'm not a dude though.
Yeah, well, good point. So this beard is crazy. It's wild. And if you've waxed it off my face, I'm pretty sure that would be the most. I don't even think it would come off. I don't I mean, seriously, I look like a Civil War general.
I've definitely never seen you with that much hair on your face.
I look like every time. So when I watch that video of me doing with the mace, I think I look like my dad. I look so much like my own dad.
I don't know, Brendon. Maybe it's time you start settling down then.
Oh my God, Kayla. Did my mom pay you to say that? This is pretty wild. So, Kayla, we want to talk about CBD stuff. You work with the CBD joint out in Chicago, right?
Yep.
Tell us about that. So what's the place and what can we do with CBD oil? Because I'm trying to. Lance and I have been talking about it, and I could use some, I think, to chill out.
Well, I'm the head of sales for a brand off of a company called Leafy Quick. So Leafy Quick is the overall company, and then I'm the head of sales for their lube. So it's a CBD lubricant.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, that's serious.
This is perfect based on what we were just talking about.
Good. So I'm the head of sales for their CBD lube.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. By the way, my AC is not working in this joint. Is that it right there?
Yeah, my AC sucks right now too.
Yes,
so
Moan.
it's called Love. The brand itself is called Love Moan. We have the regular, which I have here, and this is called Yes Moan, and then we have a warming, and it's called Loud Moan.
What? This is amazing.
Yeah.
Can I buy in bulk?
You can buy it in packs of 8.
Oh my God! How did you? So wait. So what does it do? It's like it's a CBD lubricant that actually activates when you put it on.
Okay, it activates about like 15 to 20 minutes after you put it on. So you really need to put it on like during foreplay.
Okay.
But
so it takes a while once you put it on.
It really does. But honestly, if you're just like sticking it in there and you need to get it wet. You need to like make it wet. You need to make it hard.
Make what wet?
So you're like getting all freaky and
you're right.
Actually,
our viewership
not
is way
everyone gets freaky.
Our viewership is way up right now, by the way.
Yeah.
It is. We're at thousands now.
So I'm joking. Of course I know what you're getting wet. You're getting her you're getting her eyes wet because you're disappointing her and she's very sad.
I I've learned to have a conversation about penises, assholes, vaginas, and tits and anuses without like laughing.
I think that's a real skill, actually.
It really is, because when someone's asking you, like, hey, is this gonna make my pussy like feel really good? You had to learn how to answer that and not have an awkward conversation.
Nice.
Yeah, the other person doesn't want to feel nervous. They're asking you questions for many different reasons.
Yeah.
You don't have, especially if someone has insecurities, you always want to, you got
to be sensitive to these things.
Yeah, keep a calm voice tone.
Yeah. It's actually, I can imagine it's probably a challenging job a little bit for you, only because you're talking about people's intimate moments and trying to sell them something that'll, enhance that, and you have to be sensitive to how they talk and think about themselves, basically.
Honestly, I think the hardest part for me was because I'm a pretty conservative person.
Yeah, it's funny. I've known you for a little while. You're actually, this job weirdly makes sense to me for you, but you are kind of a conservative person.
Yeah, so I don't like to, I'm a very straightforward person, so I'm always going to kind of tell you how it is.
I think that's kind of why it makes sense for you.
But I'm conservative, so I don't really like people asking me about my sex life and my body parts. But so I think that's been like the biggest challenge, because people are going to ask you like, hey, have you tried it?
Yeah. And you're like, of course.
Yeah. No. I'm like, I don't want to discuss my, intimate life with the entire public, but
yeah,
sometimes you have to.
So so this is what's interesting about this to me is like, it strangely feels like this would be a great time for people to buy a lot of that stuff, because everybody's just stuck indoors. Like, have a lot of people been buying it? Has sales been going really well for this product?
They have, but it's been harder to get in the stores. This was supposed to launch months ago, and then we hit the pandemic.
Yeesh.
Yeah, so like stores, for example,
suddenly don't want to buy a CBD anal lubricant. Those stores,
not just for anal.
Yeah. Pardon, how dare I pigeonhole it like that?
Yeah, because
no pun intended.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we do have a store in Chicago.
Yeah.
That bought it. So it's called Leather 6410. And I actually have a side job working there when
that's pretty good.
The pandemic is not on. I thought that it would be a great way for me to be more open-minded by working there. And I felt like I would meet a lot of people, learn a lot of new things. And I always love to learn.
And then the pandemic hit.
Yeah, and then it's like, fuck. So realistically, like my bosses, they don't even like to be called my bosses, which is awesome. They like to be called my colleagues.
Yeah. Well, it's weird because my bosses don't like to be called my bosses either. My bosses like to be called mom and dad. So it makes it very challenging.
Yeah. So they launched this during the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So it's been a really like awkward and hard time to sell.
Yeah.
Like I have connections to distributors.
Yeah.
But distributors aren't buying right now.
Yeah, nobody knows what's gonna happen, man.
If you see a giant animal behind me, that is my dog.
Yeah, he's jumping all around.
It happens. She's cute though, so.
Yeah. Well, it's just fascinating because like so all right, talk to me or tell us a little bit about the product in terms of like what does it? CBD. It's supposed to make you feel like chill and calm, right?
Yeah. So part of the reason that when you get high, part of the reason your eyes become red is because of blood flow caused by the CBD content in the weed.
Got it.
So this has been full spectrum, like tested. So if you have a job to where you can't smoke weed, it won't show up as like THC or anything like that. So you're good on that part. But yeah, so CBD has been proven to cause more blood flow, which therefore has been proven to cause better orgasms.
Well.
And as a woman, I won't lie, like, I have tried this product, not with another partner. I'm not seeing or dating anyone, but by myself, I've tried this product.
Yep.
And if we're being real here, it makes my pussy feel amazing. So, yeah.
That sounds great. I feel like, where can you buy it online? Where can you pick it up online?
So you can go to lovemoan.com, and if you use my name, which is Kayla, obviously, you'll get 10% off.
What? So if I go to Love Mode and I use in the shopping cart, if I use your name, Kayla, I get 10% off a product?
Yep.
What?
And it's actually like pretty cheap as well. In general, it costs $25.
Got it. So, but I can't eat any of this. I can't like squirt a whole bunch of this in my mouth or anything.
I mean, we don't recommend that you eat it. It's not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maybe if your partner was giving you a blowjob, you know, like 15 minutes after you put it on, that would probably feel really good. Because then it wouldn't be as slimy. So it probably would feel really good. But we don't recommend that you, you know, take
it's not like a garnish.
No.
You shouldn't put buffalo wings in this or anything.
I can't make a great like chicken piccate with it or anything.
But you know where you can get one of those, that pizza place that we talk about all the time.
Michael Lucci's Pizza!
Pizza.
Wait, where's that?
With over 3 locations serving the greater De Pere area, Michael Lucci's Pizza.
Wait, De Pere?
Yeah, De Pere.
De Pere, Wisconsin?
De Pere, Wisconsin.
No way.
Yeah,
Hey.
no, way.
I have to say my favorite restaurant of all time is in Appleton, Wisconsin.
Which one? I was in Appleton not long ago.
It's called the Cozy Corner. It's got like this lady knows how to make some bomb ass soul food.
You are really, I'm surprised you haven't been involved with food trucks in Chicago, because like you're a real foodie and love cool hole in the wall joints and food trucks and stuff.
I really wanted to. I was supposed to be on one last summer, and it didn't end up working out.
Yeah.
But I would love to be on one again. I worked on them for 2 years, and they were my favorite job I've ever had.
Yeah, well, you can name off. I mean, like we had a conversation once where you named off like all the best food trucks up in like Marquette or something. Marquette,
yeah.
Michigan. Like all the like random. It's Kayla Lance. This is kind of funny. Kayla has like a lot of knowledge of like random like Michigan Upper Peninsula stuff. She can tell you like a ton of things about all sorts of stuff. Yeah. in the middle of the North Woods.
They have a food truck up there. It goes down to Lower Michigan. I actually have a chef's coat from it, so I feel like all official. So.
Yeah, you're like the real deal.
Yeah, but it's called Senor's, and they have the best Mexican food I've had north of California.
Senor's?
Well, north of Southern California.
Yeah, Senor's goes to all the way to Traverse City, I think.
All the way to Detroit, actually.
What?
Wait, have you had their food?
I think so. I think I had them in Traverse City. Traverse City is like a miniature Austin of the North, except nestled in the Great Lakes.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You're from Michigan, too.
Yeah, pretty crazy. You can hear it in my accent, mostly, and my beard. So those two things are definitely true.
And his backwards beliefs.
And my
I matched with a guy from Michigan on Hinge yesterday, and he had an attitude, so I called him a troll. And he didn't understand the concept.
That's very funny.
And I was like, you're from Michigan?
You don't get what a troll is? I'm a billy goat. You're a troll. Yeah.
I'm a youper.
Yeah, you're a billy goat. I'm a troll because I'm from Detroit. But by the way, my cousin Dustin Music from Northern California just joined. Dustin, you would love this conversation. We've talked about CBD and pussies in the same conversation. So you know what I mean? Go to lovemoan.com and use the coupon code Kayla on the shopping cart. Kayla,
Yeah.
Dustin. Coming at you.
I have to say, what I like most about our product, though, one of the things that I like most is how it looks.
It actually does look pretty cool.
Because it doesn't look like any of the other lubricants on the market. And I think that there's a lot, like if I see something that has maybe red and black colors, I'm going to think, oh, that screams sexy. And I'm going to think, but maybe I don't have the type of body that goes with that product, so I may feel uncomfortable using it.
That bottle makes me think this just sounds like fun.
Yeah, and that's what we really wanted to. We wanted like the freshman in college girl that may be a little bit overweight that wants to explore her sexuality to feel comfortable buying the product. We wanted it to really have be universal all around.
Well, let me tell you, I was that freshman in college girl, and I would have bought this product.
Thank you. I mean, let's be honest. If I'm a freak, so even though I don't like talking about,
there's those conservative values coming back out.
So, if I say that this move is good, it's
some good stuff.
Yeah.
We'll put a link. I'll put a link both on YouTube and then in the Facebook thread to head to lovemoan.com and check out the products using Kayla. Kayla on the checkout. You get 10% off. Kayla, thanks for joining us. Where can people check you out, follow your stuff, follow obviously lovemoan.com, but where else can people follow you?
I'm really big on Facebook. So Kayla Louise. If I'm interacting with someone, I try and get to know people on more of a personal level. I really want to know. Well, I like networking.
Yeah.
So I'm always trying to meet new people, make new friends.
Yeah.
And, I want to know who I'm doing business with. So if I have, a store, I want to get to know the owners and things like that. I want to create relationships. So
heck yeah,
Facebook is the way to go. And my name is Kayla Louise on Facebook.
All right. Well, thank you for dropping by the show. Again, I'll link it in the product in the show notes, but otherwise take it easy and hope to talk to you again soon.
Nice to meet you.
I appreciate it, guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much. All right.
Bye.
That sounds like fun. I think I'm going to have to go buy, now that I got a steel mace, I got to go buy some of this lube to lube myself up to use that steel mace.
I guess it depends on what you're doing with it.
Oh my gosh, man.
Don't use it at the same time. You're gonna slip and lose the mace.
What a charming lady. You know what I mean? I can see why she ended up selling that stuff. She's very easy to talk to, but she doesn't feel like she's somebody who's when you put it in your butt, she's not that kind of, lady also.
Right.
She's got that. There's those conservative values.
Yeah, she was nice though.
That's so funny, man.
She had a
you go
good
check it out,
personality.
lovemoan.com. And
it does. She's right though. It must be hard to talk about that kind of thing with a straight face all the time.
I don't think I could. I couldn't. You ever see that episode of Crashing with Pete Holmes where he goes to the sex shop with his girlfriend and he can't talk about anything because he just starts giggling? I would do the same thing.
I don't think so.
I would do the same exact thing. I think I've been in a sex shop 2 times in my life, and both times I've been I can't
do it.
Yeah, exactly. It's too much, man. I was raised with a mother and 3, almost 4 grandmothers. So it's pretty nuts.
Shout out to all y'all that have mothers and or grandmothers.
Yeah.
Ever. If you've ever had them.
All right. I guess lovemoan.com. Check it out. Use Kayla in the checkout. I think it's worth it, honestly. You got nothing better to do in this quarantine. You know, already
Right.
streamed all the episodes of Dave There Is on Hulu, and there's no sports. Once you finish The Last Dance, you got nothing.
Oh yeah, what was that? What was the show you were ever talking about on
Dave
Hulu?
on Hulu. I watched the whole show about Lil Dicky. Pretty good show.
Lil Dicky the rapper.
Lil Dicky the rapper.
And is this like a comedy show, or is it like a documentary style thing or something?
Yeah, it's like a show. It's like Crashing with Pete Holmes, except he's a
okay.
rapper. So
Oh.
and it's good. I thought it was good. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. So
Nice.
What do you got going on at the Lancey Joe on Venmo show, man?
I'm not quite sure yet. We've had some pretty good ones lately, though. Laura Hug was on last night, and
I saw that actually. It was a lot of fun.
yeah, it was real fun. And the night before, it was just me, and I just got to riffing with myself, and it was fun.
It's a blast, dude. That's where I started when I started the Madness Continues podcast, doing that. Just me riffing with myself, and honestly, it was a lot of fun. It's a good time.
Right. Yeah, it's fun to do that, and it's
people would probably watch you do that. I don't think anybody would watch me do that by myself on here.
Incorrect. I'd watch that.
Well, thanks, buddy. Lancey, I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, dude. And
yeah, man.
Hope you're well. We should wrap this here thing up and go grab some dinner times. Plus, my drink is done, so I gotta go get another one of these guys. Once you swing a mace around all day, you need a couple of drinks. So, all right, buddy, take it easy. We will see you later. Be well.
I'll see you soon.
Take care,
bye, y'all.
everybody on the world. See you later. Buy some CBD. Lovemoan.com. Use Kayla, Kayla, in the checkout. Bye.